right, well, we are apparently live. I don't see anybody actually with us yet, so we will hang out for a few minutes while I just kind of wander around the house. You get to look at me, I guess, looking at you, looking at me, looking at you. While I attempt also to get my steps for today. Wow, I look a little rough. So congratulations for that one, I guess, friends. I think I can turn this around as well. I certainly hope so. You don't need to actually stare at me for the entire hour. I also would like to see if I can get the chat up. Let's see. Well, it says welcome to my chat, so that's good, I suppose. Let's see. What's this do? Oh, nothing I actually want done. Okay. No, I don't want to do that either. Cancel. Thank you. Go back down. There we go. Oh, there we go. Live chat. Okay, we should theoretically be there. If someone would like to actually say something to me, that would be very helpful. In the chat, I mean, you can talk as well, but I probably won't hear you. As I'm just wandering, waiting. Oh, you show something, she asked. Nicely. I've never actually, like I said, used this before, so it's a bit of an experiment. I don't know if I can say something either. No, I don't. All right, sorry about that. Let's see. Oh, I can turn the camera around, which is good. Probably better than staring at my face. There's my dog. You can stare at my dog instead. And my garbage. So let's maybe not stare at that. We'll just stare at Mina. We'll just look at Mina. Looking at me. Let's see. Chat, yes, is what I want. Yes, on live chat. I'm really hoping I can see what people are saying, since that was part of what I was gonna be doing here. Does that work? Nope. Nope. Oh, I can't focus though. That's nice. Look at that. Focus on the mean. Let's see. I see the count going up, which is glorious and good. If someone would say a thing in the chat window so I can see if it's working. At the moment, I'm assuming it is either not working or no one has said anything, which is legit and fine. You don't have to talk to me. And I will give it here a few minutes. Oh, we had a Twitch. And then I will move on with the assumption that the chat's just not working. Oh, hello. I see a thing. That means it's working. I am so delighted. I will, in fact, pet the Mina as a thank you. They want you to be pet, Mina. Do you know that? Can't imagine why, but they do. With her little spot on her nose, right there, which is so cute. You'd think that she's like had a hard day, and she literally is not. This is just what she's been doing. In different places, perhaps, but basically also what she's been doing. Clearly, we are starting our tour with Mina's couch. As evidenced by the copious amount of dog hair upon it. I've learned a trick, though, I'm anxious to test out, which is that apparently you can get like some dishwashing gloves, and you can just like wipe the couch with them, and they come up. Just handfuls of gross, disgusting dog hair. So that's very exciting. Also, would be cool if you guys confirm you can hear me okay. I can get a little Bluetooth microphone if you can't, which might help a little bit. Otherwise, I guess we'll just get started here in a minute. And you could be glad you aren't staring at my face anymore. Really, we all should be glad for that. See the view count going up. Hello to new people. We have not actually started yet. I'm just kind of wandering while I'm waiting. Hello, Lily. You can hear me. Fantastic. Thank you. I love you. All right. So we'll also be talking about the extreme pile of garbage in the middle of my dining room, which looks fantastic. Very excited about that. Oh, there's me. Hello. Yeah, I don't actually know. I don't know any of how this actually works. It's a nice, it's nicer, I think, than Rabbit, which has been causing trouble and being a little difficult. So I'm excited for the possibilities of the YouTube thing here. I'm thinking we'll also use it for Pokemon Go, if it's able to stay up and be consistent. So that would be nice. It also won't, I think, have uh, the viewer count limitations that Rabbit does. So this will be a good thing. So, all right, we will go ahead and get started. So, welcome everybody to my home. This tour was requested. Oh, I will. Thank you, Layla. I will tell them that. If you guys coming in would like to chat, you apparently do need to sign in to YouTube to be able to do that. And I will make sure that it is posted for Pokemon Go as well. So yeah, welcome everybody to the beginning of my home tour. This is my new house. I've been in it now since about December, I guess, mid-December. We've been up here living in Montana since September 27th, I think, is the day that we moved officially out of Oregon. So since then, it took several additional months to actually get the house situation closed. A lot of drama I should not bore you with, just know that it existed. And as you requested for the giftening, oh, I guess I can actually switch it back on me. Sorry, here I am. For the giftening, you guys requested this tour of my brand new space, so I shall endeavor to give it to you to the best of my abilities. Wow, I'm out of focus. That's awful. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and get started. I will turn it around now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when. That's a very good question, but I have no answer for you. So we're going to start by taking a quick look outside. It is fucking cold, I will tell you that much. We have this wonderful little sensor here that is from Radio Shack of all things, so you know that that's old as balls. It is assuring me that at the moment it is 30 degrees here in my little mud room, as we're calling it. Yes, hi, Mina. She's like, are we doing something interesting? No, okay, fuck off. And then it has an outside sensor that says that it's 21 degrees outside, which my phone's weather shit does agree with. So, this is Mina waiting to go out into her yard. Her tail wags because she heard her name and she thinks she's going to go outside, which I guess she will. We aren't going to spend a lot of time outside because, see previously, already cold as balls. It is, as you can see, snowy. Mike is currently making, wow, that's a cold wind. He is looking to build the biggest pile of snow on the block. He all has to have a goal, I guess. So this is our yard, and it is still weird getting used to the snow, actually. Yes, I am, mostly though, I am not used to how cold it is. Every time it's so cold, I am astonished by how cold it is. It manages to get me every time. Like, just walking outside, just now, we have some construction equipment going by. They're building something actually right behind us house. We're trying to figure out what it is, we don't know. So that's a fun time for everybody. And back there's my garage with the basketball hoop, which will be used by Jill come spring, mostly by Jill, I assume. Though maybe Mike will play with her too, I'm not sure. And that is a well. We actually have the water rights, which is apparently a very unusual situation. I think I can zoom in on the well. I can. So that's actually a functioning well. It has a pump, the switch for which is down in the basement. And all of this is, over here is all like, an actual garden that the people who own the house before us maintained really quite well. That's sunny bright. You can't see it around the corner. I'll take you a poke our head out there and show it to you, but we plan to all start gardening and having our own vegetables and fruit and stuff like that. So that's exciting. I believe that is an apple tree, but I'm positive one of these trees back here is an apple tree. I don't know. I think it's just a vine of sorts. It was really, really green and very pretty during the spring. Oh, it's cold. During the spring, when we were here, of course it's all, you know, brown and frozen right now. But yeah, so apparently they used to like take photos back by it. I'm gonna go inside. Jesus fucking what is cold. Come on, Mina. Come on, inside. I'm not actually saying it just for my health. Alright, well, you stay out there and freeze then, that's fine. Alright. So, that's the front of the house. Oh, it's so much colder out there than I thought. Alright, we actually have this little latch, which I love, so I'll just leave that prop for Mina to come in when she wants. And this is our very glorious mud room. It includes a bag of de-icing salt stuff, which I was commanded to get. And some other shit they left behind. This is actually an old phonograph, which is cool. They left us an assortment of furniture, because it was kind of a rush at the time. This opens up somehow that I can't remember, but I believe that Doc is looking to make a project out of converting it from a phonograph to like Bluetooth speakers, so I can just like play, you know, my phone and shit through it, which I'm pretty excited about. That'll be cool. And then a shovel, which I've had to learn how to use, and an ice scraper thing, which I've had to learn to use, and moving blankets that are still in the house, which is kind of embarrassing. This, a little welcome dragonfly, which we bought when we bought our old house in Portland, and only now got up because that's the kind of people that we are. And as you can see from here, we come into this space. This is what Doc is calling the foyer. I let Doc call it whatever she wants, because why not? She is very excited to decorate this space. I'm going to let her decorate it as well, because I sure don't fucking know what to do with it. I think she's planning, my husband loves chess. He was a state chess champion. And I believe he has, well, I don't believe, I know this. He has a bunch of chess boards, including this one that his grandfather built himself. I believe they're going to like put that over here with a couple of nice chairs so that, you know, he has a chess area, which will be particularly useful in like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years when Doc and Jill have kids and he's teaching the babies how to play. So that'll be neat. Over here is some built-in shelving, which is very nice, but you can't see because we're using it for all manner of crap. Unfortunately, as you may know, being human beings, we have surfaces and we love to put shit upon them. That is clearly what's happened here. Ideally, these will be cleaned out, and they will be used for, I don't know, books, perhaps. Strange as that sounds. I believe that Duck is planning to make this room jewel-toned, which is a thing that she particularly likes. But I think she wants to make it kind of like a deep purple or something sort of situation. Again, I'm basically letting her do whatever the fuck she would like to do. I do know that this light fixture is one of several. So there's that one, and then there's this one in the living room, which we'll get to in a second. There's me again. Hello. And that is original to the house. This house was built in 1921. And I was told that if I were to ever get rid of them, I would be murdered. So, things like that, by the way, told to me by my gay, not by the person who sold me the house. One of those is a little bit less weird than the other. Also, I was requested to make sure that I showed you guys this photograph. Oh, there's me again. I'll try and back out of the reflection. There we go. Of me and Mike in our whatever the shit she called it. I don't know. Anyway, Doc's on her way to Bozeman with Jill right now. They're doing a thing, and she told me that this was the one thing she wanted me to do in this chat was make sure you all saw this picture, this very fine, fine picture of me and my husband. So there we are. All right. Oh, Mina's in. Okay, we're going to close the door then because, as previously mentioned, fucking cold. Whew. All right. Mina, greet you to her home, don't you, sweetheart? Yes. Oh, you're such a good girl. She doesn't know who I'm talking to, but it could be her, so we're going to be excited about it. Yes, you are such a good girl. Yes. You're going to show the tour as well, then? Yeah, a better picture was one we have not here, but where I'm actually choking him out. It was a great time. All right, so this is the parlor, as we said. I love these windows. This house has amazing natural light. The windows are really good. Yeah, so you can see the outside, shockingly, including some of the little bird stuff I've put out, like that little seed log right there, waiting for birdies to feed. All right, so parlor. From here, I guess we'll move to the living room, which, as you see, is underneath this arch. This is a very lovely space. I love it a lot. It is inhabited mostly by boxes at the moment, because I must be myself at all times, really. The fireplace does work, as far as we know. We haven't actually tested it ourselves, but it is a functional fireplace. We will eventually get some shit, get it cleaned out. Hey, sweetheart. Get some shit, get it cleaned out, and make sure that it does work. I'm really actually excited about it. I've never had a working fireplace that I've used. Oh, we're on the couch now. So yeah, so that's good. There's that mirror over the fireplace, which I was not a huge fan of, but you actually can't see it while you're sitting on the couch, so I'm less weirded out by it, and it makes the room look bigger, which is cool. Again, wonderful windows. Let's see. There's that mirror. This family had a thing for mirrors, I guess. I don't care for that one. That one's going to come down, especially because this is such a nice big wall. I really want to use it for something that's not just a fucking mirror. Once again, another one of those light fixtures. This one has the little dangly bit. We actually found the dangly bit for that one, which, as you can see, is not attached. When I was changing all the light bulbs over to LEDs, it was actually tucked inside of the thing there. So it's sitting over there, I think, on the shelves. But we'll put that back on later. So this room, I believe, Duck is wanting to kind of make like a lodge sort of thing, like a kind of 1920s rustic lodge sort of theme. Which I'm actually all for. I love that look. So I think it'll go really well with the fireplace. So these colors, the wall colors, are not going to stay. This one will probably wind up being, we think, maybe like a sort of sage green kind of color. But we'll see. And my couch, which is basically Mina's couch right now. And this table, which is like our lone piece of furniture that isn't the couch that's out, so it's pretty sad. All of this is, one of them is the TV, I forget which one that is, but one of them is. All the rest of them are wall, like, frame shit that will go up. So, that is living there for right now until we get the walls done. Oh, which is, of course, part of the thing we're going to be painting. So what we're going to do is, between us and Doc and Jill, so when I say us, I basically mean the two families, we're going to alternate our painting. I'll just focus on Mina while we're talking, because who doesn't want to see a puppy? We're going to alternate the painting jobs. So we're going to start off at Duck's house, where we're going. She looks like a little crocodile with her head like that. It's so flat and like a shovel. We're going to paint like her hallway first, which they've been wanting to do for literal years. And then we'll come over here and we'll paint one of our rooms, and then go back over to their place and paint one of their rooms. And so we're going to go back and forth. So everybody gets their painting done. And once that's getting done over here, progressively we'll put shit up, and that'll be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, so this room, straight ahead of us, I'll back up a little so you have it more in perspective. That room, straight ahead, is what we are calling the sunroom, just because things need names, I guess. You'll notice that the floor is not hardwood. Our theory is that this room was actually originally part of that mud room that was over there, so they just built this. So I built this and closed it off, and underneath it I think there is wood, if I remember correctly, but it's more like kind of planks. I guess not planks. That's dumb. I don't know what I want to say, but like the like deck grade wood, I guess, rather than internal flooring. Yeah, exactly. I really like that it'll be, hello Ash, I just saw that you had come in, and she is indeed a precious baby. Um, yeah, I think doing both the houses is going to be good because then everybody gets shit done. And it's not like, just working purely on one house over another. So I like the plan myself. But yeah, I think under here is just like outside grade wood, I guess, and not inside grade wood. So we left it alone. Also, these tiles may possibly be asbestos tiles. We're not sure because that's around the time period when it would have been. So of course, pulling that up, it's not dangerous to leave it, but when you pull it up, that's when all the please enjoy my Costco brand toilet paper. The pulling it up is when you like release all the fibers and shit, and that's bad. So we are probably going to leave them, or if no one's sure, and eventually we'll just get hardwood laid over the top of it. But for now, we spent a lot of money getting these floors refinished. You guys saw some of those pictures in progress. And it was a place where we could trim some of the cost off. And it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it's not really a room we needed to worry about. So, save money where you could. So this is what we're calling the sunroom. We're probably going to put in here all of us hate the asbestos floor. We're probably going to put in like some like nice comfortable armchairs and make it a reading room. We may have some inside plants. We'll consider that perhaps. It's luckily not a priority right now, but it's definitely something to consider. But yeah, this room gets lots of great sunlight, so we're also going to put like some of the some plants in here, some herbs and stuff that we can grow. That's a tree that came with the house. We're trying to save it. We're not being very successful right now, but we're trying. Mina's food, Mina's water. Little table that came with the house. I am not necessarily great at plants, but we try. These bookshelves built in, which I love, absolutely love them. All of these books came also with the house. A lot of them are just kind of weird and random. We may actually make them into kind of like just covers or something. Duck's very, very craftsy, so she's delighted about the idea of, can I have that? Can I do this? And I'm like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, I don't care. And these doors are just assorted other doors that they took off when they were doing the floors. And we haven't put them on yet. They won't all go back on, but some will. And then they also have back here, which I can't show you too well, but there's a chalkboard attached to the wall. And we're super looking forward to, again, Doc's kids will be able to come in here and play around on the chalkboard. So, and it says Merry Christmas, Mike and Nikki from the Sellers, who were extraordinarily emotional about this house, which is where they grew up. So it was a thing. I love the scallop thing too. I also love these, which, if I can get it to do, are like little sliding glass doors, so you can put shit up there. And I have so much shit, you guys. I can put so much everywhere. It's very exciting. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of cool. It comes with like the original deed from 1921 and like the blueprints, I think maybe. That's all like original shit, so that's pretty cool. We also have this, which I don't know if you can see too well, but it's the original like newspaper sheets. They call them something specific. I can't remember what the name is right now. But it talks about how Vice President Walter Mondale actually stayed in this house. Walter Mondale was the president for Jimmy Carter, for those of you who are wondering. He also ran against Ronald Reagan back in 1984, so that's how old this is. But yeah, apparently he stayed here when he came in through Montana. So we have the actual typograph, mimeograph, something, whatever they are. Anyway, we're gonna get it framed and probably like hang it up like on that wall or something over there. So, right about there-ish, I think. So, all right, so that is the sunroom. This, of course, was the living room. And we will move on past puppies into the dining room. You cannot get a proper idea of the dining room right now because there is a mountain of shit in it. This is all crap that I, after working through all the boxes, determined we need to go through all of this and decide what we are keeping and what we are throwing out. I finished that particular pile before I went in for my gallbladder surgery, and this is where it still is. We are the worst people. It's as soon as I'm done with the gifting and I have a little bit of time to myself again, this is one of my first things I'm going to do because I fucking hate that it is still fucking there. But let's pretend for a moment it is not. This dining room is nice and huge. I love it. It is preposterously large. For just me and Mike, it is absurd. Including, consider the fact too that we no longer make meals in my house. We all eat together. We go over to Duck's every night. We have dinner. So I don't need that. But there it is. I actually don't know that I will need to get a table that has leaves to get bigger. I think I'm just going to buy a big fucking table that clearly can fit in this space. We actually had our eye on one that was on auction, but it went out of my price range, and that sucked. But, there we are. So we're actually going to mostly use this, I think, as a gaming space. So when we start up doing D&D again, or Pathfinder for us, and Duck's Rabbi, Eric, also loves the game, and he has us playing 7th Sea, which we enjoyed. So we'll probably do that here as well. So this space is basically going to be like a big gaming space, and we're nerdy enough to be fine with that. Over here, we have these built-in cabinets. We have one there, and one there, which you can kind of sort of see through the mountain of shit. At the moment, they're being used to house booze and important stuff I don't want to get lost. What they will eventually be for, I don't know, but that's what they're for right now. And so in here we have an assortment of alcohols. Most importantly, we have an assortment of Regino glasses and a Xena shot glass. Yeah, it does look nice. I like it. Duck laughs at me because I like to have the bottles out. She's like, you should get decanters for all that. And I'm like, or I could just keep all the bottles, and I'm fine with that. I also will show you this particular, I don't want to pull it out. This special bottle that I got made when we went to tour the Jack Daniel's distillery. I need to finish the whiskey in that because I don't actually like Jack Daniel's all that much. And on the other side, we have all the places where we went. So, I bought that. I have no regrets for buying it. I am, however, mocked mercilessly for having bought it, and that's fine. So, we have that booze cabinet. Over here. Yeah, I'm not a softie. I am both a rock and an island. Over there, we have another space. Don't know what it's for. And that's where currently my router. And yeah, I love the archways too. I fucking love them. Over here is where the router and modem currently live, along with my home network, or my home server, rather. And assorted other shit. This is like piles of like eBay shirts, and that one's like for donating, and that's light bulbs. It's garbage, basically. It's just garbage lives here right now. Again, I love all the light that this gets. This apparently used to be an entire wall of windows. As you can see, it's not that now. It has a bench back to it. I wish it were still the windows, but they didn't ask me when they did something about it like 30 years ago. So they put the bench back on like that. I'm not a fan, but it's one of the, it's this is, gosh, what direction does that face? The house was built, and I know this only because Doc told me so, because of course it's Montana, and she knows literally everything about Montana. It was built in this exact location, so it was built to accommodate the light. So really, there are very little places where the light just streams in and blinds you. It's just meant to capture it. So I don't remember. Let's see. The sun rises east, sets in the west. It's about 2 or 3 here. The sun, I guess, is about there-ish. So I'm guessing that would be north-facing then, or that's north-ish. Be my... No, hang on, that's south-ish. Apparently, I also don't know my directions today. I can't help you. I don't know. I'm useless. But perhaps you can tell from the sun yourself. Or I can ask Doc later and she'll know. Okay, so anyway, we checked to see if we could maybe take that out. But unfortunately, the guy who, the patriarch of the family that owned this house, he made a lot of like choices with what he did. And for better or worse, he was really, really good at what he did. He did a really solid job. Basically, we cannot get this bench out without basically like taking the wall out and having it rebuilt. And that's not going to happen anytime soon. So there we are. So we just have this sort of shitty bench. It's like, you know, kind of cheap vinyl too, you know, so 70s something or another. Also cool and also making me sad is that this actual bench apparently was a toy chest. It actually opened. And it was all like just for where the kids kept their toys. You know, so this was like, you know, from the top to there was like window, and then it was the toy chest. And I'm like, that's fucking amazing. That's so cool. And you wouldn't have to use it for a toy chest. You could use it for literally anything. Just like a whole bunch of storage. And that would be so cool. You could put tablecloths, you could put serving shit. None of that I own, but guess what family does own? It's those shits over there. They own a ton of that stuff, and they could keep it here. It'd be great and wonderful and perfect. We could even keep gaming shit in there. You know, there's so much we could do with it, but alas and alackaday, it is again sealed so well. There is no getting that up without destroying it. So there we are. We just have a giant fucking bench, which basically just means we have another surface upon which to put shit, which, as you see, is what we're doing. So that's sad, but you know, there we are. Also, please note up here we have more places where you can put like tchotchkes or whatever, and it slides open. I'm gonna put so much shit up there. Think of all the Ray Hino stuff that can live there. So yes. Other archways, as you can see. Yeah, no, I'm for real. And they put fucking carpet down on it. Oh, it's terrible. This apparently is where the phone used to live. Mike got very excited to know what was in there. To where when we actually finally got the house and we were all looking around, he got a screwdriver. He actually like unscrewed, you know, these little guys, opened this up. And as he's doing that, no, there's no murder doll down there. What the shit? It's sealed and there's nothing in it. Yeah, there's definitely nothing in it. So Mike opened all that up, and as he's pulling all the screws out, Doc's like, "It's just a phone. It's just where the phone lived." And Mike's like, "No. There could be anything in there. There could be Nazi gold, which is his big standard. Everything is Nazi gold." And he pulled it off, and sure enough, it was a phone jack and an old phone cord. So not only was there no Nazi gold, but Doc was right. Very frustrating. So this little nookie thing, I don't know what to do with it, but at the moment, this is where I put things that I'm trying to get out of the downstairs that need to go upstairs, and I grab them on my way up. That's it. Let's see. Anything else in here? Oh yeah, so then we have this big old fuck off corkboard, which I actually really love. As you can see, I'm using it right now. It's where I put shit that I need to keep track of, but don't have anywhere to put yet. Yeah, I love the phone window. It's super cute. It's just completely pointless in this day and age, but it is really cute. And I think we're going to like, they were going to like want to repaint this trim and like put fabric or something over it to cover it up. And then I have these little wooden push pins, which apparently will look better. So I guess that's what we're going to do with it. I don't know. I'm planning to keep my giant fuck off corkboard, and that's really all I care about. No, I don't hope. I know. All right. from here we have the kitchen. The kitchen is not hardwood, it is laminate, but it's really well done and it looks pretty good, so we just left it. Let's go into the kitchen. You see, first of all, this big old butcher block here in the center of the room. Love that thing. I don't cook in here, as we well know, but I do, heat up soup sometimes. This is actually where, for those of you who are also Ducks patrons, this is where we're going to film How to Be a Useful Lesbian when it comes back, because this is a really nice kitchen. It's nice and big, kind of comically large for me, but it gets tremendous light. Yeah, she is dying a little bit, it's true. It gets tremendous light. It has lots of places where I can put cameras to shoot. So this is going to be where you'll see her doing her thing there, and it'll be more activity than this kitchen will actually see on the regular for cooking. Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. It's completely fair. I love this kitchen. I just don't cook. That makes it hilarious. This is, of course, the back of the kitchen. I'll try and get into a better corner so you can get a better view of it. So nice and huge. Tons of counter space, tons of cabinet space. None of it belonging to a person who cooks. So that's my new stove. It is really nice. I like it a lot. It was expensive and basically never used, so that's hilarious. It's a new microwave that Cindy and her boyfriend Tom got for us and installed just the other day. Super nice, much, much, much better than the white plastic monstrosity that used to live here, and it actually makes the kitchen look much better. It is bigger than hers technically, but she also has, her oven has 2 ovens, so she kind of has double the power when she's doing like a big meal, and also she has her mother's kitchen, which is downstairs, so that's like 3 ovens. So we have talked about maybe her doing stuff over here. We've also talked about when I get a table, if we want to maybe shift some of the dinners here instead. At the very least, it's splitting up the wear and tear of the kitchens. But right now we have nowhere to sit, so it doesn't matter. But when she does big dinner parties in the future, it's possible. Yeah, she now has 4 ovens, exactly. So it's possible that she will come over here and prep some stuff. Right, exactly. Or she'll bring, things over and we'll serve here. We're not quite sure yet. We haven't had the situation come up where it's been a thing to, to consider, but it's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if this winds up being where she cooks a lot of meals, especially since the office is upstairs. So it's like she's working here. And then it just saves a little bit of time just to come down here and make dinner too. So we'll see. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure it out. So these cabinets are, I think she said they were original, but there's a bunch of them. That one is hilariously huge. It's like how far I can reach. So there's nothing in that right now. That is an induction range. It's really, really, really nice. It's GE, I think. Yeah, I think so. And it's also dirty. Sorry. Needs to be dusted. But yeah, so it's GE profile. It's got this thingy here, this sink burners thingy, where you can like make this one burner. That's cool. It has this little like warming thingy there. And then these guys, and these are like, it'll actually just put on for the size of the pot you have on it, which is neat. Yeah, so anyway, I think Doc basically made me buy the oven that she would have wanted, and that was fine with me. Yeah, so this fridge, the fridge is at an angle. Someone asked that, Lily, I think. It's not, it's weird. This is like the one thing that doesn't really fit where it's at, but there really was nowhere else for it to go, and it's where their fridge was as well, also at that angle. Yeah, it's a brand new oven. I just bought it when we got the house. But it is a nice fridge. I like it a lot. There's hardly anything in it, which is, again, hilarious. But it had the ice and the water in the door, which was a thing I really needed. Please enjoy my Senshi Band magnets that Amy Memberson drew for me for my birthday last year before, I forget. But I love them. Yeah, exactly. And then this is Jill got this for being the best veterinarian, and I was so proud of her. So this is the inside of my fridge. As you can see, there's functionally nothing in it. There's a whole thing of beer and some sake and condiments and milk and soda. And that's it, really. Again, laughable. This also is a new fridge we just bought. And then my freezer, which has a pizza for Mike and some meat and bread, because we bought the bread in bulk. That's about it. So, welcome to my life, I guess. It's so nice. I fucking love ice in the fridge. It's amazing. That's my little coffee station that actually gets more use than anything else in the kitchen right now. The drawer for lunch meat. Yeah, I think you could, like, put the lunch meat in the bottom one if you wanted. We don't really have a lot of lunch meat. I say that, I just bought, like, some turkey to eat raw, or just straight, but... yeah, let's see. Oh, fruit and veggies. You see how much I know about food. Alright, yeah, so there's my little coffee station, which I am very proud of. I shall get more of these fine syrups and dispensers. Jill's is probably duck's jerky, actually. Where's the jerky? You don't see the jerky. In the freezer? I don't see jerky at all. Where am I looking at jerky? Tell me where the jerky was and I will tell you your answer. Oh, yeah, I don't think that's a thing, but it could be. I don't recognize the description though. Let's see. Yeah, so our cabinets, as I was saying, that one is hilariously, laughably tall. I'm not super short. I'm 5'7". There was no. I think we just disconnected there. Sorry about that. I did anyway. Let me turn you back around. There we go. But the actual counters or the cabinets themselves are super nice. And again, I was told if I ever got rid of them, I would be murdered. So I probably won't do that. It's a little butcher block dealy thing. I love this. It's just straight up, you can cut on this fucking thing. And it has storage underneath for things. So that's really super awesomely cool. Also neat is that they wired it. So it has a bunch of outlets for you to use shit. And I think this is, oh, and then drawers are on these as well. So, yay. Anyway, my kitchen. I like it. Don't quite know what to do with it, but I like it. Moving on. Next to that, we have the laundry room. It is your basic functional laundry room. There's a washer, there's a dryer. Give it to Doc, exactly. This used to have a bar for drying things, and then I knocked it down because I'm me. So we're going to re-put that back up again because it was very handy. There's our little can cruncher. There's where our crunched cans live for now. Hampers, sheets that need to be washed. A door to the backyard. The backyard, where you can see a squirrel being a squirrel and looking for food, and another squirrel coming down the tree. Also on the hunt for food, having a fight. Squirrel fight. You're going to go up there and get the suet, or you're going to go get that log, which is literally nuts, literally for you guys. You're going to go for the suet. Oh, no. There we go. Yes, there you go. Perfect. That is, in fact, what you were meant to do. So yeah, so squirrels. I love my my little bird feeder station, so that makes me very happy. Yeah, exactly. Oh, here we go. I have, you can't kind of see it, but I have this this line. So we actually have a big ass clothesline out there. It's too cold, of course, to do anything with it right now, but that'll be for you know, hanging sheets and shit later. As you can see, I get a lot of sun here, so that's good. All of this is going to be also for vegetables and shit. I think we're also going to plant like a bird and butterfly garden. So we're going to try and, you know, attract birds and butterflies. And these are grapevines. Mike is very excited to grow grapes and make our own wine. It is going to be the shittiest wine there has ever been, and we shall drink of it heartily. My garage. Oh, okay. I didn't actually know. Hi, Nikki. Our garage is in there. The car currently lives in the garage because I learned my lesson about how cold it is. Let's see. Yeah, well, we're going to, she's going to put up like bird netting or something. I forget how she put it, but something like that. So here, dining room, and this is just a coat closet, which is certainly convenient and handy to have, and where the coats live. Otherwise, not very exciting. All right, so to orient you, front door, parlor, and now this way. This is the bathroom. It is a bathroom. It is not very exciting. It is where you do bathroom things. And it has a shower. So, yay. So there you go. Oh, I can't show you this though. Which is amazing. I fucking love that thing. We're going to like theme the entire bathroom around it. I'm so excited. All right, moving in here. This guy was probably a linen closet once upon a time. I assure you that is not what it is currently being used for. It is where the games live. So we have our assorted collection of board games. Here's all of our Pathfinder garbage. But wait, there's more. There's where the card games are. And then there's where other D&D shit is. And then other board games. Why do we have 2 Scrabbles, Michael? Including apparently 2 Scrabbles and Life. Why Life isn't with the other board games, I don't know. My husband organized this and he did a shitty job. So, anywho, that's where the games live. And now, the computer room. First thing I can tell you about the computer room, along with being like one of the only rooms that's actually together, so again, that says a lot about us, is that I fucking hate this color. I hate the orange. It is going to go away. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's... Okay, are we back? I think we're back. Sorry about that. It looks like the app is a little bit dodgy. Looking back at your chat, I don't think we're going to move the games out of there. I think we have too many. That's also, I'm comfortably close. Sorry, guys. And it is, in fact, on first on the list of rooms to paint. It is indeed. Here's Amina for you when I hit the button correctly. There she is. Investigating her bed, because again we are the worst people. You'll see a pile of Mike's clothes there. That's because that is where Mike's closet is, but we'll get there in a second. So, computer room. That's where my computer is. This is where I was working this morning when I was playing in The Sims. You can see how crappy all of that is. There's a lot of shit. There's Mina. However, I also get to look outside and see the bird station, which I assure you I do far, far too much. I do have 2 computers. I have one down here, which is basically my personal computer, although I use it for working as well. And then the one upstairs, which is just for working. And the reason that I do both is because the it's a less powerful computer, so it can't run a lot of the games that I do. And this one is Mike's computer. I have 2 monitors. He only has 1, but his is bigger. We're gonna redo this room when we do the painting. We're gonna reorganize it a little bit. I think we're gonna take these desks and put them against the wall over here and give ourselves a little more room on this side. And I think we're gonna bring up one of the dressers. Whoa! I nearly fell over Mina's bed. To put in here because, like I said, this is basically Mike's closet. So this is where all of his clothes live, so that he can get ready for work while I'm still asleep. Because of course our work schedules are not quite the same. So, get myself out of here before I die. There's Amina. I did freeze and lock up, so it might have been me for a moment. Alright, so now we have 2 choices you guys can make. We can go upstairs, or we can go down into the basement. Your choice. I will focus on Mina while you decide. Is that Amina? Oh, that's such Amina. Everyone wants to go in the basement, my girl. Is that what we're going to do? I guess we are, because we told them they got a choice. Oh, who's a good girl? Yes. Oh, we're so stretchy. So stretchy. All right. You want to come in the basement with me? Huh? Basement? Jail never stops. All right. Let's go downstairs. Come on. Yes, I know. All right. So we're going to go into the basement. All right. First of all, we have a back door. It is a little bit, yes. I was, of course, yeah, reception should be okay. I actually haven't spent a whole lot of time down in the basement, so it's going to be a bit of a test for us. We'll find out. We will see. First, I will show you the this door to the outside, which Mina often uses, as you can see. Hold on, there we go. And out she goes. Oh, she's gonna chase a squirrel. Alright, so we will just leave this door propped somewhat for Mina so she can come in if she wants. Tell Mars that Mina is very cute, and she is correct. The heater grates. They're usually on the floor. I believe in most houses. I think most of them look kind of like, hold on, I've got a more normal sized one, I think. Somewhere. Theoretically. Oh, in the bathroom, I bet. Nope, that's not right. Okay, oh, there we go, there's one. So I believe most houses were more like that. And of course, we have them all over the place in odd locations. So I think it's a feature of the house being built after forced air was a thing. But I don't actually know, to be honest with you. Again, Duck would know the answer to that. But we had them all over in weird locations. This house is really, really well insulated and well heated. It's kind of great. That's my soda because I was thirsty. Okay, so while Mina's outside and out there again in the garage, we will head into the basement. These are also very steep stairs, and I'm going to use the handle, the railing, because I know who I am. Alright. I haven't put the light on. I will if we need to. We have all of the shit that I put down here because I didn't want it upstairs. There is so much shit here, you guys. This is the bulk of our crap. So you get to see my true horrific nature right now. The basement is a combination of, I guess partially finished is what they call it, where it's like not done at all. And then you have rooms that are done. So we will start over here, I guess. I will put a light on for us a little bit. Hold on. There we go. That sound you hear is the furnace. So, like I said, this is where we have all of our crap that I didn't want upstairs. It means you can't really get a very good look at what this space looks like, but that's just the way that it has to be right now. Those are all our comic books, all of our personal shit, all of our books, all the shit I'm gonna put in, probably put up on eBay. This is all what lived in the garage. So everything is just basically a disaster right now. More shit here on the shelves. You can't really see back there is like a dresser. There's like a cabinet for storage. There's another dresser back there. You know. Yeah, it is very much a here's how it is. That's our furnace, which I believe is gas. I'm still learning the difference. I'm not quite sure. We have yet more storage back here. This house has got a fuck ton of storage. It also has a light. Oh, there we go. So yet more storage for shit back here. It's kind of ridiculous the amount of storage there is. Oh, there's where other comic books are. I wondered. Okay. Oh, and I like these shelves here. I don't know what the fuck I'll do with those, but they're there. Alright, so. In a perfect world, when all this gets cleared out, I would like to put a pool table there. I don't know if I can, but I've always wanted a pool table, and I think this would be a great, fun space to have it. We'll see if it's actually feasible. The ceiling is low. That turned off. That's helpful. The ceiling is low, so I don't know if it's really going to be a good thing. But we'll see later. We'll do some measuring and we'll see what we can do. So, moving on. This is going to be the guest room. We're in the basement, as you can see. This room is finished. Yeah, fitting down the stairs is also an issue. You're correct. We have all of these dressers, these end tables, this dresser, that one that you can't really see right there, that one that's over there buried. Those all came with the house. We got them for basically nothing. They just didn't want to move them at that point. So we took them. Let's see. Big old closet here. So this will be for anybody who stays with us. We like this little shelving system. We actually think this part, that's just drywall. So we think that it will be a good place like to put the receiver and stuff in here, because the room through that wall is the entertainment room. So we think we probably, I might be able to get like a little extender if necessary, or maybe it won't be necessary to be able to put the receiver and stuff back here and still have like the remote control and shit go through, or I can get a little extender and we can just put like a little like thing here on the wall, cut that out so it's there and can control the equipment, but without having the equipment actually in the room, which would be pretty cool. But we'll see. That headboard was our old headboard. It's very heavy. It also doesn't fit our bed anymore because we upgraded. So we have a king-size bed that's a queen-size headboard, but it's nice, so we thought it might be good for the guest room. We'll see. So yeah, so it's not a bad room. Nothing particularly wonderful or spectacular, but you know, good enough for anybody who was going to stay with us, and they'd have their own room. So that's pretty cool. All right. Catch this light as well. There we go. All right, in here we have what would be the guest bathroom. It's much, much newer than the one upstairs. Let me find where the light is. There we go. So it's got full sink here, a toilet as one would have, and it also has the shower, which I really, really quite like, actually. It's just like a little guy, but it is absolutely perfectly serviceable as a guest bathroom. So I like that. How's the reception, you guys? You still getting me okay? we won't be down here too much longer. But, okay, doing fine. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. They'll have their own shower, and basically should be able to just be down here. So we're pretty excited about that. Vid quality hopefully will be a bit better on a playback, but at least it's going. That's the important part. All right, so in here, as mentioned, is going to be the entertainment room. It has a ton of shit in it, as you can see. A lot of Mike's game systems, AV equipment, a new TV that we bought that we basically haven't touched, and all of that goodness. So this is where I imagine we'll spend some good time with friends and shit. I love this little shelf that we have where we're probably going to wind up. Goes all the way around. I imagine that's probably where Mike at the moment is likely going to put like his games, because we don't at the moment have an idea of where to store them. So he can just like, stack them up and have them out to, play them or whatever. We're going to paint that pipe like green, like a Super Mario. So that'll be fun. And yeah, we have a lot of potential decorating ideas for in here, but of course, this is a very low priority room. We don't watch a lot of television. We actually don't have a TV in the house that's hooked up right now, and I've not missed it. I just don't have time. So we don't watch a lot of TV. If we have spare time, we're probably on the computers. So yeah, so this isn't a huge priority, but it will be. Oh, hi, sweetheart. She never comes down here because we're never down here. So this is all an exciting day for her. That chump lamp, Doc bought Mike that for Hanukkah. So we're looking forward to getting that up. That is our own version of the ultimate sack. It is considerably less ultimate. I will get an ultimate sack because it's great. Rock Band, as you see, has been tested. My death chair, that I miss. But would be great for down here. This closet Mike originally was going to use for a big-ass CRT to hook up his old systems to. It won't fit. So we're probably going to have to get rid of it, which is kind of sad because it's a really nice TV and it's really big and has been a pain in my ass for upwards of like 15 years moving from place to place. And I say that not moving a whole lot, but boy, has it sucked. So it sort of sucks that we brought it all the way here and now we can't do anything with it. So anyway, so this is the game room. It will look much different down the line. As we start doing stuff with it, I'll probably take pictures and post so you guys can see. Yeah, I love all these windows too, and they open as well, which is cool. I won't do it right now because it's cold. But they have little latches so you can open it, and then that hooks into the ceiling so you can have it open like during the summer, which will be great. So I love that. There's Amina. So yeah, yes, hello, sweetheart. Don't chew on whatever that is. These are plants that they apparently have to like plant every year. We are almost certainly not going to do that. So I may contact the previous owner and see if he wants to get them or do something with them. Because we're just going to use the space for other stuff. So, all right, this is more like a working half of the basement. Over here we have sort of a shop area. They did say what kind of plants they are. I do not remember. But I will try to remember to ask someone who may remember. So yeah, this is a shop area. Of course, I am completely unhandy. I can do nothing with any of this. But I believe that Jill is going to use this. And I'm excited for that for her. She also has designs on the garage, which also has an entire shop section in the back. And I'm all for it because I can't do anything with it. So, see, we got this like shit up here where they put assorted stuff for being handy, which I am not. But it all came with the house, so there it is. Up here somewhere, let's see, that's plugs. There it is. That's the pump for the well, which we have to prime in the summer or spring, and we will do later. Another thing with the window. And then this is our big ass chest freezer, or buddy freezer, as Geeky said, which in fact immense. That also came with the house. Nina, don't know what you're doing, but stop doing it. So currently at the moment, we as a family, combined family, are just keeping food in. That's just like leftovers from when Duck makes soup on Saturday. We're actually eating from that tonight because she and Jill are in Bozeman. Cindy, which is Duck's mom, she got turkeys on sale, so that's those. Dead deer will eventually go in there. We're also thinking about contacting one of the local ranches and getting like half a cow. You know, stuff like that. So there's Amina following us around. She's very happy to see us. Aren't you? Oh, she's such a good girl. Water heater, not very interesting. That was what we used to use for a pantry at the old house back when we needed space. Not a problem anymore. This over here is a canning kitchen. Yeah, exactly. And we split all food costs. So it's a really nice way of doing things. It's been really nice, and I don't have to cook, and I hate cooking, so that's great. But yeah, so we have a canning kitchen. As far as I know, those gas burners work. This sink also works, although interestingly, the water just goes here, just into the drain in the floor. So you just like move this guy closer to that, I guess, and it slopes, and there it goes. So it goes right into that. Currently this space is being used for sorted shit from the Holiday family. Servingware, sorted holiday decorations. Let's see. So yeah, so storage space, same as before, nothing in it right now. But once we get to spring, they're going to learn to can. So yeah. She and Cindy are excited to learn canning. I imagine they'll probably teach us as well. I know nothing, of course. And then, yeah, so then we also have this fridge, which currently has fuck all in it. It's got some ice and some of Mike's hard sodas because sometimes he's 14. And Mina, who wants to sniff it. Come on, nose out. Yeah, canning fridge, basically. So, and then as you can see, a whole bunch of shelving. That old pantry thing, which also basically is just a storage closet. So we'll just use it for more canning and shit, I guess. Yes, I know. Gotta sniff everything. You'd think that she didn't live here. What do you sniff, huh? Do you sniff old home? Oh, the lunch meat drawer. Oh, okay, cool. I will open it up a second and check it out. What are you doing, sweetie? Come on, nose out. There you go. Yeah, we have a lot of shit going on this spring. Let's see your lunch meat drawer. Oh, meat storage control. You're right. Huh. Well, this fridge is probably, I would guess, I don't know, early 80s? Maybe older? Kind of has that look to it. I don't remember having seen a lunch meat drawer in recent times, but that doesn't mean that I did. Obviously, I just saw one a second ago and didn't know I saw it. So, but yeah, so that's our basement. So, Mina, shall we leave? Shall we go upstairs? What do you think? What do you think, puppy at home? Come on, let's go upstairs. All right. All right, you go first. I don't want you to trip on me. Or trip me. Come on. There we go. Good girl. All right. Oh, yes, look at you. I'm going to close this because fucking cold. Whew. All right. right, there we go. Hello. All right. This only leaves us one floor, and that is the upstairs. Let us blind ourselves. Let us go. Oh, these are cool. So these we've put back on. They are doors to close off the upstairs. They're pretty neat. We use these when I had my surgery prep. Since one of my edicts was I couldn't sleep with pets. So we closed those to keep Mina downstairs. I already have the thing to keep it open. No, those things were already there. Thankfully, I wouldn't know how. Yeah, it does, you can reach over it, thankfully. So it won't actually keep anybody out, apart from perhaps puppies. And also babies who are going to be scampering around and maybe shouldn't go upstairs or shouldn't go downstairs. So, but they're neat. All right. You guys remember when this was all carpet? Whew. Another window at me now. Are you looking? Do you see things? What do you see? What do your puppy eyes see? They see the bird station and the bright Montana sky. All right. I will drink for a moment. Hold on. Well, if you think it was better, there's nothing we can do about that now. All right, so top of the stairs, here we are. We take a left. We come into what we are calling the baby's room. Well, thank you. Thank you. I really love this house. It took us a lot to get it, but I really love it a lot, so thank you. So we are calling this the baby's room. It is a pretty small room, as you can see, but it's nicely sized for kids. And this will be where they will have their own bed. They'll have toys they can keep over here. It'll be good when Duck's over working, so they can just have a space that's theirs where they can go to play. And yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to it. As you see, the child-sized closet. So I will, for the moment, turn the camera around. Sorry about that. So you can have a proper appreciation of the size of this closet. Also, I'm way out of focus. What the shit? There we go. So this is the approximate height of the closet as compared to me. The door and my hand right here. So there it is. It's small and creepy. Come on, turn around. There we go. So we open it up and oh my god, everything. No, I'm kidding, there's nothing here. This is what the upstairs floor used to look like. All of this gorgeous mess was all over that hall. That was in fact the best part, Geeky, you're correct. But yeah, it's a little closet, perfectly child-sized. Yeah, I like it. I like that they have a little closet to keep their shit in. I am legit super excited for this, and I'm glad we have a memento of that floor. I'd forgotten that we didn't have them do the closets, and that it looked like that. So thanks. Thanks, former house owners. Yeah, I do too. We have several of those in different places, which is pretty cool. And there's this one inside. They hung hooks everywhere. It was really pretty great. I don't think that's anything anymore. No. All those hangers are ours, but whatever. So, and that used to live, that basket, used to live in the corner. I don't know why, but it was there. Was it for Mina's? Maybe it was for Mina's. Yes. All right, so that's this room. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really awesome room for the babies. I'm really excited about it. The only thing I don't care for too much is that the light switch is all the way around the corner of the door. It's tough to get to. But Duck's dad does some electrical work and knows a lot of people do electrical work. So we're thinking maybe we can get him to put a switch for that room outside here instead. Yeah, there's so much. They're putting on the... Oh, this. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? It looks like old writing. It's pretty neat. There's really no room for it, unfortunately. There's absolutely no wall space in that corner. And it's a pretty big door. So I don't think we can just do that, but I don't know this shit, so maybe. But yeah, so this is our big ass fucking hallway. This is, that sun's so bright, shit. This is where we think we're going to put a lot of my cells. Light switch into the dorm frame. That's interesting. Oh yeah, I gotta show you guys the Jesus light switches. Thank you for the reminder. But yeah, we think we're going to put like my cells down this wall. I made this kind of a little cell gallery. So I'm excited about that. They are all Mina height, and you can see, in fact, how many nose prints are already on this window. It's a lot of fun. How'd that happen? Mina Bean. What, are you just being obstinate? Ideally you shouldn't, but I have UV protected museum quality glass. So it's actually meant to be able to withstand sunlight. And we may or may not do it, but it's a thought we're having. Because it's a really long hall, as you can see. We will segue first into... Hi. Yeah, direct sunlight is a bigger problem. Putting it in any kind... And this would fade it, but it's protected, so... but we'll see. First we're going to our bedroom. This is where Mike and I sleep. It is a mess. I'm sorry. Well, I didn't see you come in. Also, I see you got into tissues. You are naughty. Naughty. My husband is a disaster, and so am I. All right. Yeah, you should look chagrined. All right, so this throw rug is just literally one that Cindy had that she didn't want to use. And we were trying to keep Mina from scratching the floor back by jumping on and off the bed. Garbage, shit that needs to be sorted through and or donated. I love the light in this room. You can't really tell right now because we're on the wrong side of the house. But in the morning, it's just so gorgeous. Yeah, exactly, Geeky. Yeah, it's pretty good, especially when you consider that it was free. Yeah, she'll lay on it. So, that's all my shit. Those are my clothes that have been piling up since I had the surgery, because I had no time to put them up yet, but I will. There's my big Ted. And this is my closet. So, to give you perspective. So, there we are. There's where you came in. There's my closet. No light in there, unfortunately, but I have a little tap light. She took really well to it, actually. She was a little, weirded out by it, what the fuck is this? But she got along really well. I love how they put all these, hangers and hooks for things. They're pretty great. That's how we get into the attic. Doc has been in the attic. I have not been in the attic. We're going to get, I think, one of the long dressers that's downstairs. We're going to put up here, probably around there-ish. And we have, this is not part of your question, but I will tell you, we have a huge fucking X-Men poster that I fucking love, that I've never been able to put anywhere. I'm not kidding you, it is 10 foot long. And I believe we're going to put it right there. It is the nerdiest thing, and I do not care. We do not have steps for the attic. We would use a ladder, I guess. And I don't know if I ever plan to go up in the attic. I don't really see a reason why I should do that to myself. But I could, theoretically, maybe. Maybe I'll send you up there, Mina. You want to go up in the attic? You want to live in the attic? Oh, you can live in the attic. Yes, you're going to be attic puppy. You can be the best attic puppy. You're so silly. I do not know. I think it's like if it's floored, it's like not really. So probably just beams, but I don't really know. Uh, I'll ask Doc. All these questions I don't know because I'm horrible. Anyway, so that's my closet. And yeah, so that's where all my clothes live. All right, so we're almost done. Oh. Okay, guys, was that door open or closed when we came up here? I'm being serious when I ask that question. I don't know if it was. I will go back and review the footage, though, I tell you that. Anywho, this is our office. This is where the closet ghost lives. Unrelated to that, I do believe that I'm going to basically contribute, like, say, from this space from here to across from here on this wall will be out my and Duck's space. And we will like just decorate it up with assorted shit for us. So, all right. Well, either way it goes, we're going in. So this is our office. Also a bit of a mess, please excuse. It has amazing window, as you can see. I fucking love, again, the light that comes into this place. That's blinding, but otherwise. I believe this is actually the master bedroom, but it is silly for Mike and I to have this space for a master bedroom because we sleep in it and I get changed in it, and that's about all we do. So much better as an... Looks like it kind of dumped us again. Sorry. Hold on. As I was saying, this is silly for us to use as a... Yeah, do I want to sleep in the room? Honestly. That is on a fur rug. It's a cowskin rug. It's Duck's rug. She loves it. She has never had a space really to put it out. She wanted it in her house, but when they have Witten, so they can't, basically. And I think Reeves might chew it as well. So this was a perfect space for her to put it. So that's what she did. So that's Duck's space there, and my space here. We've pretty much divided the room in half, but you know, we aren't that fanatical about it. So this is where I work, where most of my live vlogs happen. That's where Duck works, and most of her live vlogs happen. That's Mina looking out the window, which is again at perfect Mina height. I have a pegboard back here. I haven't put those in, they simply came with the house, and I am totally cool with that. At the moment, and, oh, she put my stickers up. She didn't tell me she'd done that. I'm so excited. So yeah, so those were my steps for stickers. Well, you know, Lily, if you notice downstairs, I had 2 monitors, and I prefer to work with. You know, Lily, if you notice downstairs, I had 2 monitors, and I prefer to work with 2 monitors. Duck, however, is of the opinion that I don't need 2 monitors. It is a fight we are still having. So at the moment, I just have the 1. I told her I would give a very valiant, honest effort to work with just 1. It's irritating. This is our giant fuck off whiteboard. That's Amelia wagging her tail because someone's coming over to her and will pet her. It's double-sided, which is pretty cool. This is currently on this side. We're using it for a to-do list. So that shit that I have to do and shit that she has to do. And then you can flip it around. I won't at the moment, but you can. And back here is another side. This is where she did horror review stuff. So that's what that is. Let's see. Yeah, I completely agree. Thank you for having my back on this. Let's see. This is where some duck shit lives. She has her own coffee maker because that woman drinks coffee like there is no fucking tomorrow. Oh, she made that her background. That's so cute. I didn't see she'd done that. Oh, that's so cute. That's her fancy chair. That's like the thing she spent the most amount of money on. She got this fucking desk, you guys, for like $30. It's solid fucking wood. It's ridiculous. You got it at a local donation place. It's not a Goodwill, but it's in the vein of a Goodwill. $30 fucking dollars. Couldn't believe it. Paid way more than that. Mine's like fucking balsa wood shit. Thank you everybody for supporting my 2-monitor lifestyle. Let's see. What else? Oh, this is my printer station. Our printer station, basically. And it just serves as another surface also. Oh, we have magnetic poetry that we started doing. I made this poem for Doc, and you can all read it and enjoy it. I think it's great. I'm sure you would agree. All right, so we will first look at this closet, currently being covered by the whiteboard. Those of you who were part of the closet opening, now it's stuck. There you go. Remember, we'll recognize this as the false wall closet. So that's what Doc ripped through. We are probably going to turn that into, yes, that's the one. We are probably actually going to turn this into a play area for the babies. Thought being is that, we'll put like a little door there and turn all that back there into the area, into like just a play space. Because wouldn't that be fucking cool when you were like little? Wouldn't you have just loved to go through like a little door into your own kind of world? So I think that's cool and neat. Love the idea. So that's that. Just to give you guys further reference, so the wall ends about here-ish, I would say. So that's about the space. Which means from here to, follow with me now. Here is nothing. It's nothing at all. They just didn't feel like building any more fucking house. So that's how much space is just not being used. It's ridiculous. I mean, I kind of love that this happened because it's absurd, but also it's fucking ridiculous. So yeah, so there's that. Push this back into space. All right. You can see the front yard from here, just so everybody can see. My neighborhood is so quiet. I love it. That's my neighborhood. And that over there is, where am I at? There I am. That over there is a church. And that church is a Pokemon gym. So, let's see what else. Yeah, I'm so excited for them. Obviously this is all contingent upon everything working and us being able to bring them into the world. She says us like they're mine as well. Did you catch that? But assuming. These are signs that Doc did for us. It's against the light, so it's a little hard to see the colors properly right now. But so Doc's office and Jet's office, and those are going to hang on the door eventually. This is Doc's Overwatch calendar. Please enjoy the only appearance of Farah in the calendar. And it doesn't even have her fucking name. I hate them. All right. And this, my friends, is the home of the closet ghost. The door hasn't swung open on us lately. However, we did come in the other day, and Doc puts her computer to sleep. You see at the moment it is currently awake anyway, which is a fairly normal situation. But she came in the other day, and not only did she have her Chrome up, but also it had been refreshed. So Tumblr had been refreshed. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware, but that shit doesn't normally just do by itself, because you have to do it, when you just bring it up from sleep. It's not like opening the page fresh or like opening the program fresh. It's like I'm returning to the state that I was in. And it was refreshed anyway. First time that had happened, it was a little weird. Apparently, the ghost was really interested in what was going on Doc's social media. So, let's open the doorway to the closet ghost. And it's very unremarkable. However, this closet is long as balls, as you can see. Apparently the closet ghost likes to at least read Tumblr. I think it lurks. But that's the closet. It's actually a really nice big closet. That's my file cabinet, though Duck's using half of it now. This is where she has her art supplies, her stationery shit. That's the blanket I gave her one day when she was cold. Snacks. Yeah, I know, your insertion of Underworld is Tumblr. Sorry, closet ghost. But yeah, so that's it. But it's a really, really big closet. As you can see, it's totally walkable, you know. You can see my shadow, giving you an idea of how tall it is on this side. It slipped weird because it's the fucking roof, but you know. Yeah. Oh, and this is what the hardwood floors originally looked like for some of the rooms. Only one of which actually had the hardwood done, so. But yeah, so there we go. If the door closed on me inside, you would get to hear me shriek like a shrill, terrified schoolgirl. So yeah, close this up. Make sure it is closed. Yes, it is. Everyone note, I am leaning back with all my weight. That door is closed. If it is, ha, I see you. All right, completely closed. There we are. If it is open later, then something else happened. So, all right, and that, my friends, concludes my tour. I will go downstairs. I will. You all right, Mina? You doing good? All right. And I will present myself for any additional questions you may have. Please enjoy my limp-based walk, because my knee is fucked. At the moment, any games that are played are going to be on that computer, because that's the more powerful one, and it's where all my shit lives. So for right now, until or unless I beef up the one upstairs, that's, oh, the Jesus light switch, thank you, yes. Okay, so these guys, they were of the Christian or Catholic, I don't know religion, so I'm afraid I'm not always sure which is which, persuasion. They have many assorted things in their house. Now you can't sit too well anymore because I took it down. Oh, here we go. You can see how there were words there. So they had stickers. It said basically when someone becomes a memory, you can see memory there, and like fancy shit, that memory becomes a treasure, is what it said. And then it had like a cross crucifix here. So that's gone. But not quite yet gone are the creepy Jesus light switches. I realize it's an angel, it's not actually Jesus. You get what I'm saying. It's still fucking creepy. So yeah, those are soon to be replaced. What I actually need to do once we get some of the boxes cleared out is I'm going to count up like how many electrical plugs we have, how many light switches, how many are doubles, and pretty much replace all of it. So get new covers, get new switches, because they're really, really old. I mean, does that not look like an old fucking light switch? It doesn't even like go all the way. It's like thunk. You know, so. Also, it's like just, yeah, it's so creepy. I know, that angel is absolutely. Probably normal. I don't really know if I need to have themes for that sort of thing. Where do I want to sit? I'll just sit at the computer. Fuck it. At least then I can put it down on my little charger thingy. And have it angled poorly. Oh, that will be angled poorly. Okay, hold on. I see me being blinded by the fucking sun. Christ almighty, where can I go? Okay. Nope, that's bad backlight for you guys. Maybe I won't see it here. Hold on. You know, always thinking, always thinking. There we go. We'll just sit on the couch and then we'll wait for Mina to come because she knows I'm on the couch. All right. There we go. That's better. Now you can be blinded by that one behind us. Let's put this somewhere better. There we go. That's not... That could be less flattering, I guess. So, okay. Let me go look back at your thing you asked. Hold on a second. I love that. Just picturing the ghost really getting into one of Duck's live logs or something and waiting for updates and not understanding that Duck needs to be there. But this is just where the interesting things happen, right? My favorite surprise you found in the house. I think, well, gosh. There really weren't any particular surprises that I found in the house. I found, I mean, not finding anything in the, I mean, the house was unfinished, I guess. I don't know that that would be a favorite surprise. I keep covering the fucking camera up here. How do I hold this? My arm's getting tired. Nope, no, focus on me. Please do not unfocus me. I do not need the help. Thank you. So yeah, so I guess I would say that not finding anything, that the house basically was unfinished. So the guys were just like, we're bored. And just closed up the wall. I don't know if that would be a favorite surprise, but I do think it's objectively hilarious. Let's see. So yeah, we're not going to bother to theme the covers. I'm just going to get like a brushed nickel or bronze or brass, or not brass, you know, copper maybe or something. Something that's kind of dark but nice is what I'm thinking. The sofa. Yes, I will go to the sofa. Perfect. The ghost is all of us during Duck's Live Blog. I love that everyone loves Lieutenant Live Blog Day, but it is, I can't read it. It's so like, all I see is on my dash is like, spoilers for Jet Wolf, you know, and then nothing else. I can't see the post. So it's upsetting. The closet ghost was unexpected. That is true. We actually, Mike and I have started hearing like doors that are seemingly opening or seemingly closing. So in all sincerity, I don't know. I kind of subscribe to what Doc has said before. I don't know that I believe in ghosts, but I do believe in weird shit. And I would say that I am having some weird shit, not excessively so, but there is a little bit of weird shit going on. That front door, like, it's a pretty heavy door, but it like opened on its own. And there are things you can like okay, a gust of wind, like the front, you know, let's say the storm door wasn't closed all the way, and you know, the front door wasn't closed all the way, and so it opened, and sure, but you know, it's still kind of weird. I also have started. I haven't even talked this one yet. I've kind of started hearing shit. Now it's possible it's just me. I'm trying to block the window behind us with my head so I don't blind you too much. I started hearing, like, I'm gonna say voices, and that sounds more dramatic than I mean, but like, I will just be here by myself, and I'm like, did someone say something? Or I thought I've heard like laugh, and it's weird. I don't necessarily, I can't be sure it's not me, but I don't think that I can't remember ever having been by myself and heard something that sounded like voices, different voices too, mind you. Yeah, it's weird. It's a little weird, a little bit weird. I mean, it could also be that it's someone outside, that there's people talking. It doesn't, yeah, I don't know. It could be someone outside, like the neighbors. Like, I haven't been here long enough to know what normal means for the neighborhood, for the level of activity that's around. So it's possible that I'm hearing just stuff outside and it's just, filtering in, but it's a little weird. uh, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel threatening. I will say that much. It doesn't. Nothing feels threatening. And I don't know how much I subscribe to ghosts or hauntings or anything, but at the very least, yeah, maybe Closet Ghost is watching YouTube. But at the very least, I don't feel threatened. So that's good. And Mina also isn't acting weird, which if we buy into all this stuff, an animal would theoretically sense it. I don't know. I don't want to give too much credence to it, but it's been weird. I will keep you guys updated on that one. So I haven't even told Mike about the weird that sort of thing yet. So you guys got an exclusive. Go back to the chat. There we go. Any plans to research if people have died in the house? Not specifically, but I may. Duck again has a lot of access to county records and stuff like that, and does stuff with the historical societies. She's mentioned maybe wanting to do a little research to see about the house. So I may bring that up to her again. I do not want to go on one of those poorly made ghost shows. My favorite part, or one of the favorite parts of the house, I love how big it is, which I know sounds really sort of like self-serving, but I just love how much space I have. I love how open it is. I love these windows. I guess that's one of the things I love. How much light the house gets I just love it. I love these archways everywhere. I love them as borders into the room and stuff. I love that. I really love the floors, so I'm glad we got that down, although it was a boatload of money. I won't be complaining about how much it costs for the end of time. Don't worry. What else? I really love everything about it. I love that I have a basement, in part because I keep forgetting that I have a basement, which sounds silly, but I basically just forget that like a third of the house exists. And then it's just like, oh my God, I have a basement. Which literally happened when I was trying to figure out where to move shit to, and I was trying to clear it up. I was just like, where am I going to put all these goddamn boxes while I figure out where things need to go? And then I'm like, oh, I have a basement. So that was grand. My arm's getting tired. Sorry. Let's see. Did the sellers say why they were moving? It was their family home. They basically, their father had died a while ago. Their mother had died also a while ago. By which I mean, I think the father, I don't remember when the father died, but the mother died, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago or something like that. And they had a pretty large family. It was 7 kids, and 3 brothers actually owned the property rights. And there were, one of them lives here in Montana. The other 2 live elsewhere. I think one's in Washington State and the other one's in, I think South Dakota or North Dakota. I'm not sure though. And the one who was here was taking care of the house, keeping it pristine. That this house is in incredible condition. It is so well kept. And he was kind of tired of it, and I don't blame him. And he was like, "We really need to just this. It's time for the house to move to someone else, another family." And so that's why they were selling it. As far as I know, there was no reason, nothing weird and supernatural or unexplained that provoked it. The level of sentimentality that they had that we had to combat to get them to give us this house was intense. So I don't feel that they were actually motivated by anything other than it's time and it being hard. So what else do I have? Yeah, exactly. The noise is so dependent on the wind. I'm not saying I think it is a thing. I just think it's weird. So yeah. Well, thank you. I really love it too. I'm glad you guys. It's a weird thing to be proud of because I did literally nothing for this house to exist. All I did was pay money and make it mine. But also thank you. I am really, really, really pleased and proud of it. I love it. I love it so much. My old house was okay. But it was really just sort of like a place to be, for lack of a better way to put it, I guess. And this is feeling more and more like, oh yeah, this is a home. So that's cool. Try to keep yeah, I couldn't keep a straight face. It would just be sadness on all parts. Let's see. Ghost followed you. I don't know whether the ghost followed us. I hope not. Because at least I guess the ghost won't be cold. Maybe the crust has kept the ghosts at bay. I really think they were just really religious though. Well, the great thing about Mike in employment is that he didn't have to look. It's part of the reason why we're able to be here. Actually, he works for Wells Fargo. And there is a Wells Fargo corporate office location right here in Billings. But he could basically work from anywhere that he could have a Wells Fargo office, and there are a bunch of them. The job that he does is analytic shit. I don't fully understand what he does. I'll be honest with you. But he basically does data crunching and designs tools to get that data, and then he looks at the numbers and he tells people what they mean, and then figures out trends and shit from there with to do with workflow and blah. But that's what he does all day, and he can do that from literally anywhere. So like his boss, he has never met. His boss lives in I think I thought he lived in Philadelphia for a while, but I don't think he does. I think I had that wrong. I think he actually lives in like South Carolina or something. And he just walked through the door. Hello, honey.
Hello. Oh yes, it's the house tour.
Yeah, it's the house tour. We were finishing up. They've had the tour. We're on just like kind of a Q&A part right now. So there's Mike.
Hello.
What do you do, Mike?
What do I do?
Yeah, I was trying to like tell them like sort of what you did, and I'm like, I don't actually know.
My time is split. My time is split between writing software for Wells Fargo, or rather for a large bank.
I did say Wells Fargo too. Sorry.
Yeah. Writing technical documents so that I can assist other people with writing their own software. So basically, for instance, the business comes back and says we need a tool that flips A to B. Then I write it up technically so the developer understands exactly what the business wants. So the middleman interpreter between the business and them. And then just attending a whole bunch of meetings where I use my expertise and knowledge from the field of the mortgage industry and computers to help people look out for pitfalls and upcoming changes and all sorts of stuff like that.
Oh. Well,
sounds all impressive when I put it like that.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's what he does. So answers that question. And does your boss actually? I'll turn this camera around so it can not be on me for a little while.
Excellent.
Does your boss live in South Carolina? Did we
I
decide
believe he's in South Carolina.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Charlotte, perhaps?
Okay, that's North Carolina, I think.
Well,
actually.
you know what? He's over there in one of the Carolinas.
He's in a Carolina and not in a Philadelphia.
Exactly.
Which is actually a Pennsylvania. So.
You know, the Carolinas, the Dakotas, you got North and South. What's the difference?
Yeah.
They're so close together, and none of them are Montana.
Exactly. So there you go.
Yes.
Nor were they Oregon. So.
That is correct.
She's so happy to see you.
Isn't she?
Yes.
Well, she's happy because she thinks she's going to get a walk, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, don't tell him he's smart. He'll get a big head. We don't want that.
Please, he's already big.
That's true.
You can flip the camera back to you now.
Oh, can I?
You can.
Oh. Oh, there you go. Look. He thinks he's so cute.
Am I?
No.
Uh-huh. A cold nose on you.
You are cold. Get out, stop it. Ah! You're so cold. Yeah. So that was easy enough. They were basically like, yeah, you can move wherever the fuck you want.
Yep.
Bye. So that was how that worked essentially. My mother's doing all right. She has only seen the house basically in as much as you guys have now. She hasn't been to visit yet, but soon. And she's doing all right. She's got herself a little group of friends that do shit together. And it's kind of cute. So they have like a whole little Golden Girls thing going on. Everyone's saying hello to you.
What's that?
Everyone was saying hello to you.
Hello,
I'm catching up on the chat. So.
Hello, everybody.
So yeah. Oh, Moon, I love your logo. So.
Moon loves.
Moonwing. I just saw her come in, and her logo is Looks like it's yeah, it looks like it's everything, yay. So yeah. All right. Well, you guys have any other questions as we focus on Mike's belt buckle there? There you go.
You got it for me?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, she's doing all right. She misses us, but she's doing all right. So yeah, any other? It is an extra belt buckle. We are nerds through and through. Her doggo is doing great. It's been actually kind of cold in Portland. By cold, I mean by Portland standards. I now have an entirely new definition of cold. But it has been cold there, and Sansa is like a little Chihuahua mix, and she do not like the cold. So she has not been very happy about that situation, but she's doing all right. Oh, did you guys see that I have a little jacket thing for Mina? It's so cute. I'll show you. Oh, you don't need to be on me. Hold on. There you go. Look at that. It's so cute. It has a polar bear. And it's like a little like fake layered thing. So it looks like she has a little collared shirt on under the sweater. Doc says that Mina is serving up big dyke looks. It's adorable. Aren't you? Aren't you serving up big dyke looks? Yes, you are. Oh, you want a tubby rub? Do you want that tummy to be rubbed? I think you do. I think that you do. Oh, yes. Yes, rub that puppy tummy. Mm-hmm. She's silly.
Yes, she is.
So yeah. So if you guys don't have, oh, that's my hand. I am the best at filming. So yeah, I guess if you guys don't have anything else, we will wrap this up. I will post the link for everybody. And in a couple of hours, I will go do some more editing for your Hell's Kitchen. And then in a couple of hours, we will meet for Moana. It is 4? No? Yeah, it's 4. So we will do that at 7, so about 3 hours. So you are so welcome. Thank you guys for joining us and making this not the saddest thing that it could have been. So nothing sadder than when you do like a stream and no one comes. I will get many outfits from Mina and I will share pictures of all of them. Do not worry, I have you on this. So yeah, all right, we are gonna flip over to Mina because why wouldn't we? And we will say our goodbyes for now. You want to say goodbye, Mina? Huh? That was you. What do you say, Mina? You say, rub my tummy, probably. Oh. Yes, we're so tired.